What's up everyone, this is FP Sticks bringing you some more Go Battle League battles here in the Ultra League, and in today's video I have a bunch of different battles testing out different lines for Ultra League Premier Cup against some of my patrons, so thank you all for supporting the channel and allowing me to test out these teams against you. Ultra League is here. Do you guys prefer doing Premier Cup or Open Ultra League? Personally, I'm really enjoying the Premier Cup right now. It actually feels a lot like Great League in the fact that you have no idea what your opponent could have on their team because there's so many more viable options in Ultra League. Premier Cup is really great. You don't have any legendaries or mythicals, so there's no Cresselia or Registeel or Giratina rolling around, and so a lot of these Pokemon kind of just have more neutral matchups against each other, and there's a lot of intricacy that could go into team building. It feels like there's a lot less hard countery situations, which is really exciting to see, and a lot of Pokemon are viable in the Premier Cup here. So let's kind of jump right in and take a look at some of these battles here. This first line I'm using is Gengar and Lapras safe switch, and then Machamp in the back. I think running a counter user in the back has actually been very effective for me so far. Unfortunately, I've only been able to complete one set all day. It took me an entire day just to do 5 battles because the queue times are so ridiculously long. I'm at 2771 right now, so we will see where that puts me on the leaderboard tomorrow. It might be the #1 spot, we'll have to see, but Gengar in the lead is very interesting, and of course you need to run it with Shadow Punch, and then I have been thinking about maybe running Sludge Bomb or even Focus Blast as the secondary move, but we'll just have to see. Shadow Punch is really nice to have that bait potential, and it really allows you to win a lot of matchups if you're able to successfully bait. Unfortunately, my Machamp gets taken out there by the Snorlax. Good game. Gengar into Swampert, this is not ideal because the mud shots are going to be hitting for super effective damage on Gengar because of the poison typing. The Hydro Cannon is going to be doing a lot more damage to Gengar than the Shadow Punches are going to be doing to Swampert, so I unfortunately have to commit the first shield. I do successfully bait with the first Shadow Punch. I missed out on a Shadow Claw there. Hopefully Niantic at some point in time is going to fix the fast move desync. It is so obnoxious to try to play around, and it really seems like Pokemon that use Shadow Claw or Counter as the fast move suffer more from this. I'm going to bring out my Lapras. I know that this is an Earthquake, but I didn't want my Gengar to go down. I'm surprised the Swampert is still staying in here, so I'm going to land this Surf. It's going to be able to take out the Swampert. I have a little bit of stored energy here. Out comes his own Gengar. I do not want to get hit by a Shadow Ball, so I'm just going to throw this Surf. But it's definitely not going to take out the Gengar there. Gengar is pretty glassy, but it's not as glassy feeling as like Haunter in Great League. Gengar has a little bit more bulk, especially here in Ultra League. You're able to maximize the stats a little bit more. I countered down the Gengar with Machamp, and in the back is Snorlax, so Machamp is really going to put in some work here. Shiny Machamp, I just built this for Ultra League. It really does not have that good of PvP IVs, but that's alright. I love flexing the shinies in Ultra League. That's really where I enjoy flexing the shinies. Good game. Charizard into Empoleon, not good at all. However, the Fire Spins will be hitting Empoleon for neutral damage, but those Waterfalls and Hydro Cannons are going to be brutal. I safe swap into Lapras here against the Empoleon. This is still not a good matchup for Lapras, especially since Empoleon now has access to Drill Peck, which is going to be hitting for neutral damage against Lapras. They switch in their Snorlax. Most likely just a body slam here. Lapras can tank it. Man, Lapras is such an amazing Pokemon, especially in Ultra League, because you get to maximize most of Lapras's bulk. It's amazing, and I think it has a lot of play in Premier Cup. I'm running mine with Ice Shard, Surf, and Ice Beam, so not Skull Bash. It means I'm going to lose the mirror match against opposing Lapras, but I love the Ice Beam for the grass types, especially. So I'm going to bring out Charizard here and commit to farming down the Snorlax. I need to have something to threaten that stinking Empoleon. So I'm able to farm it down. Definitely should have baited here, especially since 2 shields are up. Because he doesn't shield that. And then I need to bring out my Poliwrath, and it's a Togekiss in the back. Yeah. He had all of the correct alignments against my team there. So good game. Very tough to come out of this. Even the 2 Ice Punches are not going to be enough to KO Togekiss. And the Mud Shots definitely are not going to be able to KO Togekiss. Oh man. Togekiss, such a solid Pokemon. And I'm going to faint with 2 shields. Good game. Alright, looks like I'm going Togekiss lead here. This is an okay lead. If the Swampert is running Sludge Wave, this is a little scary. But I feel like most Swampert in Ultra League are running Hydro Cannon Earthquake. But you can see how much damage that Hydro Cannon does. One more Hydro Cannon would take out Togekiss, so I have to shield it up. And I'm going to get hit by another Hydro Cannon if I don't throw a move here. So I'm going to throw the Ancient Power. And then I'm actually going to switch into Snorlax because I knew the Swampert was going to get to another Hydro Cannon and I wanted to preserve my Togekiss. Out comes the opposing Togekiss. Very interesting. I really don't feel like Earthquake is as needed on Snorlax anymore, at least in Premier Cup, because there's not that many Steel types floating around. You're not going to see any Registeel. Sure, you'll see some Empoleon, you'll see like some Berserker, but I'm very curious maybe running a Snorlax with Skull Bash again like we saw in Master League Premier Cup, or Superpower is also another really solid option, but you for sure want Body Slam. Oh, the Empoleon. Oh, man. Empoleon is really seeming like a solid pick as well. Seeing a decent amount of flying types in the Premier Cup. Seeing a decent amount of Gyarados. I've seen a decent amount of Honchkrow as well, but Honchkrow is insanely glassy. It does output a lot of damage though. I'm debating possibly running Honchkrow as like a safe swap. I think it could be pretty interesting because especially with an energy advantage, bare minimum you could just like Brave Bird whatever comes in and do massive damage. So again, we're stuck in this matchup. The nice thing about the Premier Cup in Ultra League is the battles don't take nearly as long as normal Ultra League battles, man, because you don't have all those insanely bulky legendaries. Okay, Honchkrow into Gyarados. The Dragon Breath damage from Gyarados is going to add up. Looks like this was a CMP tie to get to the Aqua Tail and this first Sky Attack. Sky Attack does a nice chunk, but Honchkrow is unbelievably glassy, so I actually have to shield this up, and it puts Gyarados in an awkward health range where I can't really snarl it down. So in the one shield, I definitely feel like Gyarados takes this match, so I switch into Snorlax to catch most likely an Aqua Tail here. Snorlax, as we know, always a very solid safe swap in all the leagues that it participates in Great League. Munchlax functions essentially the same. Gonna go straight for Body Slam. He brought out his own Snorlax, and I think I get Skull Bashed here. Oh, okay, he goes for the Earthquake. If you are running Body Slam and Earthquake, you want to go straight Body Slam because it's more energy efficient. Unless you're running Skull Bash, which is slightly more energy efficient, and that damage or the defense boost is absolutely insane. So at this point, I have to let the Snorlax go down. I'm going to be licked down, which is unfortunate. I'm going to bring out my Swampert. It's going to be able to take the Body Slam a little bit better than the Honchkrow. I might even aggressively switch into Honchkrow now to try to snarl it down. Nope, looks like I'm going to stay in. Over farm here, going to throw the Hydro Cannon. And down goes the Snorlax. Out comes the Gyarados. And I'm going to throw the Hydro Cannon right before Gyarados is able to get to an Aqua Tail. I don't want to get hit by another charge move if I don't have to. And it's an opposing Swampert in the back. So I'm actually in a very tough scenario here because my Honchkrow, I believe, is out of energy. And Swampert is just too fast. Swampert is just too fast. I should have shielded that up right there. Definitely should have shielded it up because Honchkrow is just going to cleanly get outpaced and not be able to take the final shield from the Swampert. So definitely a misplay on my part. If this Sky Attack were to go through, it definitely would be able to take out the Swampert, but shields it up, and this Hydro Cannon does so much to Swampert. Definitely going to take me out. Good game there. Let's see here. Ampharos. Oh man, I really want Ampharos to have some play in Premier Cup, especially with all of the waters and the flyers out there, but I just can't make it work. I can't make it work. So I'm building up to a lot of energy here. I have back-to-back Thunder Punches. Let me know if you've been able to make Ampharos work, man. I could not get it to work, but I really want it to work, especially since I got this shiny with Dragon Pulse. I mean, come on, that's cool. I could double shield this and try to farm down. It looks like that's going to be my play. Out comes Snorlax. Oh, Ampharos double grass line. Very interesting and extremely weak to Escavalier, of course, which is what they led with. Shiftry is interesting. I don't really know how much play it's going to have in Premier because you don't really need dark type damage for that much. It was really nice in Open Great League because of the Cresselias and the Giratinas. That's why Foul Play had way more purpose than this. I'm able to snarl down the Snorlax, which is really great. I've one switch, but I'm down a shield. Out comes Escavalier. I'm just going to throw this Leaf Blade to try to get some chip damage. And it takes out the Escavalier. Gyarados in the back. Oh boy! This is like Ampharos' dream, but I have to burn the last shield. So I'm going to throw the Frenzy Plants. Venusaur, as we know, is very, very highly rated in the Premier Cup. I get the last shield. And I have energy stored, so I should just switch into Ampharos right now. And I do, and I'm going to throw the Thunder Punch. Plus, I have enough health to survive, but this Thunder Punch is double super effective. Down goes Gyarados. Gyarados is very frail in the Ultra League. Good game. Going against Whoop-de-Whoop here. Honchkrow into Charizard. Honchkrow's so glassy. I really should try Honchkrow as a safe swap and see how it works out. Because in the lead, I just feel like I always have to go into a shield deficit. That Dragon Claw still does a nice chunk. Honchkrow is very heavily overfarmed here. Gonna throw the Sky Attack. I get a shield. And then I'm going to throw another Sky Attack, which I don't think is going to be enough to KO Charizard. It's not. Unfortunate. But I'm going to bring out Swampert and kind of aggressively Mud Shot this down. I eat a Blast Burn, which is not ideal, but it's okay. Oh man, able to get another move. Really unfortunate. I should have shielded up that Blast Burn because I'm fully committed to the farm down here. Out comes the opposing Honchkrow, and then he tried to make a sack swap into Swampert, but I'm fine throwing a Hydro Cannon into that anyways. I still have a lot of energy stored on my Swampert. There's most likely a Hydro Cannon. Sludge Wave. Okay, if you're running a Hydro Cannon and a Sludge Wave on the Swampert, you definitely want to go straight Hydro Cannon in any neutral scenario like this, because it is much more energy efficient. This Body Slam should be just enough, I think, to KO the Swampert. It's going to be close. Oh, able to lick it down. That's great. Out comes the Honchkrow again. At this point, I'm just going to do as much chip damage as I can with Body Slam, and it should put it into Hydro Cannon range, but I already plan on saving my shield for my Swampert. I don't want the Honchkrow to overfarm anymore, so I just aggressively swap and then throw the Hydro Cannon to take out the Honchkrow. What a frail bird, but it does so much damage. Charizard into Drifblim, alright. Takes 4 hexes to get to Icy Wind, 5 to get to Shadow Ball. So this is for sure an Icy Wind. I don't need to shield this. It's only going to hit for neutral damage. And then I'm going to go for the Blast Burn. Even though I've been debuffed here, still going to do a really nice chunk to Drifblim, as you can see. And then at this point, I can shield and farm down. I think that's going to be my play. It's going to guarantee that I win switch advantage, but I am down a shield, unfortunately. Out comes an opposing Charizard, so I'm just going to go straight for the Blast Burn. And then I think I have double water in the back, so I'm going to switch out to preserve that little bit of health on Charizard. Switch into Poliwrath. It looks like they're going to stay in here with Charizard, and maybe they don't have a grass type in the back. Out comes Machamp. Okay, I should be able to get the 2 Dynamic Punches here. That Dynamic Punch does so much damage. I'm actually just going to go for the Ice Punch here. Worried that they were going to throw Cross Chop, and it's kind of difficult for them to farm me down. Poliwrath is fairly bulky, especially in Ultra League. I'll let this go. And then I cannot bring out Lapras into this. Oh man, this is such a bummer. CMP tie right here. I have to let it go, and now I have to bring out Lapras into this. And Ice Shard it down. This is horrible. Oh, gonna get hit by another Cross Chop. I have to shield that up. Lapras can still tank a Blast Burn at this range. And the Surf will hit for super effective, but it's definitely not enough to one-shot the Charizard. Oof. This Blast Burn's gonna hurt. Blast Burn's gonna hurt for sure. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna throw the Surf, and what is in the back? I don't know. Oh, it's the Machamp. I'm able to Ice Shard it down just barely. What a close game. Good game. Swampert. Charizard and Swampert. This is absolutely horrible. Yeah, this is another line I thought of. Charizard, double water, using Poliwrath as a safe swap. Out comes Gengar, but Poliwrath is a fighting type that doesn't use a fighting type fast move. So my Chart is actually hitting Gengar for super effective damage here, and these Ice Punches really add up. All I need to do is shield once and then farm down, and I think I will be able to regain switch advantage, especially since that was a Shadow Ball. Out comes the Swampert. If this is Earthquake, I'm fine with just letting it go, but it's a Hydro Cannon. Oh, they're running Sludge Wave, right? I think we saw that in the last matchup. I'm just going to go straight for the Dynamic Punch. I like to I tend to go for the heavy hitting moves, because worst case scenario, you get a shield. Nothing feels worse than a failed bait. So I get last second chip damage with Ice Punch, really good for me. Gonna bring out Lapras. I know that they're gonna get to an Earthquake right here, so this is definitely worth a shield. I want to preserve this. Oh wait, it's just a Hydro Cannon. Oh yeah, because they're running Sludge Wave. I don't know if I actually realized that at the time or not. It's the Machamp in the back. I need to bring out my Charizard. Machamp wins this in the one shield. Can you believe it? Because Rock Slide hits for double super effective damage. You don't even need to bait, especially when Machamp has an energy advantage like this. So I'm gonna throw the Dragon Claw. And he no shields. What a play. I'm not able to get to the second Dragon Claw. This sucks. Rock Slide absolutely wrecks Charizard. I have to oh, this is so bad. We're gonna get to a Cross Chop. Oh man. And absolutely destroys the Lapras. Good game. Gonna run a Charizard lead again. Snorlax safe swap, and then Lapras in the back. Let's see how this works out. Really bad lead. So gonna go into Snorlax. Looks like it was still running Earthquake at this point in time. And because the Gyarados is staying in here, I'm going to chip it down a little bit with Body Slam. I need to get rid of this Gyarados. They're staying in here. I'm wondering if they're running Hydro Pump, but I let it go. It's just an Aqua Tail. Out comes the opposing Snorlax. I'm building up a bunch of energies to try to threaten a possible Skull Bash or Superpower. But then I just throw the Body Slam. Doesn't get a shield. If only I had Skull Bash here. So I'm going to switch into Charizard. I don't know if that is the right play, because I'm going to get punished with the Gyarados coming back in here pretty soon. So this is kind of a wasted shield, because I know the Gyarados is going to come back in like very soon. Gonna throw the Blast Burn here. If it doesn't get shielded, it will be able to take it out. It does get shielded. This is not good. I'm making all the wrong calls. It's a Shadow Swampert in the back. Freaking Shadow Swampert. So my Lapras has so much work cut out for it. This is so bad. This is really not good here. I know that the Gyarados is about half health. I bring out my Snorlax to just absorb this damage. I was really hoping I'd survive this Hydro Cannon, but there's no way. Oh my gosh. At this point, I'm going to go for the Surf. I know the Swampert is not quite at an Earthquake yet. And they let the Swampert go. I know that they still have Snorlax and a Gyarados, and I have a very healthy Lapras. Out comes Gyarados. This is going to do probably the most damage if it's a crunch, and it is, so I shielded up. And then they go for the combo play with the Snorlax. I'm hoping this is a Body Slam. It is. If that was a superpower, I'd be much more worried. Gonna throw the Surf now. They're probably gonna shield though, but I know that their Gyarados is pretty much out of energy. If anything, it's gonna be able to get to an Aqua Tail, which Lapras can survive. I just need to keep my health above Just need to keep my health above the range of being KO'd from an Aqua Tail. So I take out the Snorlax, out comes the Gyarados, and here's the Aqua Tail. But as you can see, I will barely survive, and then the Ice Shard will be registered to take out the Gyarados. Very good game there. Ampharos into Togekiss. This is a good lead for Ampharos. I think I really screwed this matchup though. Okay. Oh man, I bring out Zangoose here. Oh man, do you guys want to see how not to play Zangoose? Because I'm about to show you right here. I go for the Night Slash. I should have just double close combated because it doesn't even get shielded. And then I let this, look how much this body slam does. Oh my gosh, Zangoose, you're so frail. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. I have to shield up this body slam. And then I'm going to get hit by another body slam. Are you kidding me? This is like, oh, please, please, everyone out there, please don't play Zangoose like this. Such huge misplays on my part. I wanted to preserve all that energy I stored on Zangoose, so I swap into my Venusaur here. I'm kind of just hoping that something's going to come out of this matchup here. They're staying in, which means they might have like a Swampert in the back. Especially if Togekiss comes back out. Togekiss does come back out, which means there's definitely something in the back that's weak to Venusaur. So I'm really regretting bringing it out right now. The Sludge Bomb connects, and that is absolutely amazing. This is going to take me out, but then I can bring out my... going to bring out Zangoose to take it out. And it's a Venusaur in the back. I'm just going to go straight for Night Slashes here. But Ampharos is kind of walled by Venusaur. Luckily, I am running Dragon Pulse, so it's going to hit for neutral on Venusaur. I was able to get the last shield with Zangoose, but I don't think that Venusaur is in Dragon Pulse range yet, and they're farming me down. I got to get out of here so I don't get farmed anymore. Ampharos can survive one Frenzy Plant, but I got to get to this Dragon Pulse. I really don't think Thunder Punch would KO. And I'm able to get to the Dragon Pulse. Let's go. Shiny pink sheep looking thing. Awesome. Good game. Charizard into Swamp. The worst possible lead. And I think this is... yeah, this Shadow Swampert is going to do a number on my team here. I'm going to shield up the Hydro Cannon to preserve some health here. And then they swap into Venusaur. Nice catch. It seems that the CMP swap has been fixed in the latest update. Have you guys noticed it? This was before I think the update got released, but man, those Frenzy Plants hit for so hard. I'm going to throw the Body Slam now. If I can like farm down this Venusaur with Charizard and then come out of it with some energy to threaten the Swampert, I'm looking better, but this is not good at all. I could shield here and try to regain switch, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Woo! That's a horrible play right there. Just sacrifice the Charizard. Okay, yeah. I think I figured that I wasn't gonna be able to lick it down because the lick damage just wasn't doing enough. But that was absolutely awful. I should have just not shielded and let my Snorlax go down and then come back out with my Swampert or my Charizard to farm it down. Oh man, so bad. And Lapras, I need to get to this Surf, but this Swampert is ruthless. It lands an Earthquake, does so much damage, a full health Snorlax in the back. This is absolutely over. Nothing my poor Lapras can do against a very healthy, bulky Pokemon here. Oh my gosh. Such bad plays on my part, but it's all good. This is just for practice, and we're getting a feel for this meta and getting a feel for what teams work. Good game there. Charizard into Honchkrow, okay. As long as Charizard doesn't get hit by the Brave Bird, this is totally fine. We've seen this matchup play out before. So this is only going to be a Sky Attack, but I will shield it up. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw bait here. Most likely gonna get a shield. I do get a shield on the Honchkrow, really good for me. Gonna throw another Dragon Claw. This won't be enough to KO the Honchkrow. And then if this is a Brave Bird, I'm totally screwed. So So I'm going to double shield this to Sky Attack. Charizard would have survived that just barely. Now I'm out of shields, and of course there's a freaking Swampert, and so I do have double water in the back. Oh man, they make an amazing catch with their Charizard to catch the Dynamic Punch. Huge play. Absolutely huge play. Oh man, the Blast Burn really hurts. Ice Punch is at least going to be hitting for neutral, so I build up back-to-back Ice Punches. It's going to do a decent chunk to Charizard. It is in one more Ice Punch range, so I'm going to throw it here. I denied the fast move, which is really good. Takes out the Charizard. Out comes that Swampert again. If this is Hydro Cannon, I'm going to survive it. Yep, and then I'm going to actually switch into my Charizard now. I want to get to this Blast Burn. Nope. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So now I have to deal with this Swampert that has a shield still. I know that they're going to land an Earthquake on me, and it is not going to feel good. It's going to do about 50% damage here. I need to get 2 Surfs, which I should be able to do. It takes 8 Mud Shots to get to Earthquake, and then 7 Mud Shots, I think, on the second one. Which, and it only takes 4 Ice Shards to get to Surf every single time. So at this point, if this is an Earthquake, it's going to be enough to take me out. But my Poliwrath has a little bit of stored up energy, and I'm able to get to this Ice Punch and survive with like 1 HP. Very, very close game. Good game there. Gengar into Garchomp. Okay, going with the Gengar lead again. The Mud Shots are hitting for super effective. I figured that this is just going to be a Sand Tomb, so I figured, you know, for science, let's let it go through. It still does a lot of damage. Lowers my defense. I'm just going to go straight for the nuke here and see how they want to play this. I do get a shield. I really want to get to that Shadow Ball, but I didn't think I was going to make it. So I just go for the Shadow Punch. And it's not enough to KO the Garchomp. Very unfortunate. I bring out Lapras. Probably should shield up this Outrage because that does a really nice chunk. But then they aggressively give up switch advantage, and I kind of have to stay in here because I have, what do I have in the back again? Oh, I have Machamp. Okay, I store up some energy on my Lapras, and that Venusaur is in Rock Slide range. I don't know why I'm farming up so much. I should have just forced the CMP with Rock Slide. So I'm going to shield up, farm up even more. I have a very loaded Machamp. Cross Chop should be enough to KO Venusaur. Oh, I'm actually able to counter it down, which is even better. Out comes Honchkrow. Machamp is going to go to town on this thing. Rock Slide's going to do so much damage. I'm going to bait with Cross Chop. It will hit from neutral. And I'm able to get to this Rock Slide here. This is amazing. It should KO the Honchkrow. Oh my gosh, so much damage. And then I'm able to counter down the Garchomp. Good game there. Gengar into Snorlax, worst possible lead. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use Lapras as my safe swap. Out comes Venusaur. This is really not good. But people are unaware of what moveset you're running on your Lapras. So the Ice Beam is a nice surprise. It totally nukes the Venusaur before I get hit by a Frenzy Plant. Puts me in a very favorable position. This now means that I'm going to be able to align my Gengar to the Clefable and align my Machamp to the Snorlax, which is really huge. Then I'm able to regain switch advantage like that. Thank goodness for the Ice Beam on the Venusaur. I was going to be in a world of hurt there for sure. Clefable is able to charm me down. Not great. Gengar is going to take a lot of damage from whatever this is, so I'm going to shield it up. Out comes the Snorlax. I'm able to get my Machamp on it. Really good for me. And this Cross Chop's going to do a lot of damage. And we know that the Clefable is pretty low, so this is going to be a pretty clean win here. Thank you all so much for watching. Kind of had a longer video today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the content. I should hopefully be posting some gameplay of my actual Go Battle League matches when I'm able to get enough matches to record. So we will see how that goes. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.